What is up, guys? My name is Gregory Flynn, and today I will be showing you all the projects I made for the real-time systems class. And the goal of this project was to implement Bratley's algorithm in the browser. And here at the bottom right, so how the web app is structured is that there's three main parts. This top div here is the visualized algorithm, and there's a couple of ways to interact with it. You can drag it around, you can zoom in, and it's all based on the bottom right part, which is the task set as seen in the textbook. It's the table view, and this is resizable. You can make it fill up the entire screen. You can also collapse the third part of the web app, the console. You can collapse the console and make the task set fill up the entire screen. So let's bring the console back just for symmetry. But yeah, let's talk more about the Bratley's algorithm. So this was based on the first example in the textbook, and there were some ups and downs. The ups were I was able to figure out how to implement the worst case runtime, which is this number at the top right of each of these nodes, which represents the time at which this task in this certain path completes. And if the task is in red, that means that its worst case runtime is greater than its deadline, and that means the path is unfeasible. So how Bratley's algorithm works is that it tests every single path or timeline, basically running through every single combination of tasks to find a feasible path. Like this path here on the right, 4, 2, 3, and 1, and also 4, 3, 2, and 1. The double circle at the end represents a feasible path. And I just very quickly made this button here to get rid of all of the unfeasible tasks, and that cleans it up a little more. One of the biggest challenges I ran into while creating this web app was finding a way to connect the nodes. So this would look a lot better, right? If this first row was connected to the root node, and then these two nodes, the 2 and the 3 on the right, were connected to this node, and that would make things a lot more cohesive and coherent. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to figure that out in time. But that brings me to what I learned while making this. And if I had to give one lesson, it's to give yourself time to sleep on ideas. When I was, like, for example, when I was trying to implement Bratley's algorithm, I couldn't figure out how to correctly calculate the worst case runtimes, but I just went to sleep, and then the next day I woke up and I figured out that I was using the wrong loop indexes. And that was the problem. So don't try to do things at the last minute, basically. And if you guys would like to play with the entire web app, which also has a functionality for automatically generating earliest due date schedules, if you just have the computation time and the deadline time, then the link is in the description of this video to the GitHub repo. Thanks for listening.